hijacking task team unit.
So he's one of the people you personally had deployed?
Yes, from EMPD.
Okay. You say you found them. Who's the them?
No, I spoke with him. He said there are some members are inside.
Now, who did you deploy to this?
From EMPD, it was Officer Mackenzie, Officer Kesha. I think it was the two of them.
Kesha Stalls.
Yes.
And Mackenzie would be Eddie and Mackenzie.
Yes, Chair. I think there were two on that day. Yes, in that operation.
And is there, because you sound a bit hesitant, what record could we possibly have regard to determine who exactly you deployed in the operation? What record of EMPD would you say we should turn to?
They also submitted statement to confirm that there were two.
No, I'm asking about the deployment. You deployed them, remember?
Yes, in their books, they will have
So you write in their books that you are deploying them, or?
No, remember I've said in that time we didn't have OP books and everything, but on daily basis, in fact there was an inspector who's called Officer Schultz, but he decided to retire during that time because of personnel. They were not having an operational commander. Then Officer Stalls took over to become an acting supervisor. She was recording each and every information of the team, all documented in detail. Sometimes I will check, hey, can I check your things? I do surprise visit to different teams. Then I will find the book that she recorded all the things, the activities of the day, the activities of a week. You will find it in her book. As I've said that we didn't have OP book, but she was recording each and everything.
Commissioner Mkhwanazi, hence my earlier question to you, because the request is made to you. The request is made to you by Gerald Maseko, Chief Inspector, Deputy Chief Inspector, and then you deploy Mackenzie and Stalls. Where do you record A, the request made to you, and B, your decision to deploy these two people? Because we are concerned not about what they recorded, but what you recorded.
Yeah. I deployed them telephonically. I didn't record anywhere. I phoned.
So you don't have a diary or an entry in writing where details of Chief Inspector Maseko, the nature of the operation, how many people are required from your team, who you've decided to deploy. You don't have a written record of that?
I had diaries where I record everything, Chair. Can I go and check? But I've changed offices many times. But I had diaries where I will record. If I visit, I will record. Or meetings, in my diary, I will write everything. You see.
I think we can agree that, and I'm reading Mr. Magagula's statement, that it was 2023.
I just wanted the witness to confirm before he says we imposed the year of 23 on him.
Can you confirm that this operation was in 2023 February?
Yes, I think
you don't have to be exact as far as the date is concerned.
Yes, Chair. Yes, Chair.
So on the basis of your response to Commissioner Khumalo's clarification questions, there is no independent record that is owned by EMPD and retained by EMPD regarding this particular deployment. None exists, so there is no point in us going to ask for it. Because it's either in your diary or in Stolz's notebook.
Yes, but there will be monthly report, monthly feedback of different units. From my office, we'll get it as a monthly report from different, but there will be a record from Stolz, and there will be, if I record it, it will be on mine. But I'm definitely sure Stolz was recording each and everything.
Yeah, no, my question was just, if, God forbid, you and Stolz were to be struck by lightning tomorrow, there is no other independent source that can help us understand the deployment. So there is no document within EMPD that we can turn to. that shows that you, Commissioner Mkhwanazi, on this particular day, 8th of February, or it might have been before, maybe the execution is the 8th of February, whatever date, that you tasked specific persons to go execute a particular mandate. There is nothing we can search for within EMPD to tell us that, absent your personal diary and Stolz's notebook.
Now, let's check our weekly or monthly report. I think we may find something. Because all the units reports, or from my office, I will get it monthly. But from other people, they will report it weekly. Maybe we may come up with something. But I know that definitely show it stalls, because she even reported it that it was submitted to Commissioner Rivers demanded all the documents and took all the documents. I think we'll find it there.
So, just as a last point, so these weekly or monthly reports are not by you, they are to you. They are made to you, not by you.
No, to me. To me, they are made, yes, to me.
So then I go back to my question. You did not record anywhere outside your diary, within records that are owned specifically by EMPD, that you tasked these members. You don't have, there is no such.
That's why I'm saying, I can't remember, Chair. That's why I'm saying, let's check the stats. Maybe in part of the stats it will be recorded. But definitely sure, with the one of stores, we'll get it.
Can you just then give us some guideline? Where do we search for it?
It was
where do we start the search?
It was 2023, ne?
No, where? When we go
No,
to
I'm
EMPD?
thinking, I've changed many offices. I'm thinking who will be the correct person. I think offices of specialized services, the admin of
And then we ask them to look at what?
Weekly diaries or monthly feedback of that month.
So we're back to
Yes.
diaries. So outside
Not diaries, let me say feedback. There's a format of feedback that I submitted, that where all the units, all the people are submitting. Can you check on that, Chair? I think it will assist us. Because I may not recall exactly, you see. But I know that even changing offices, but some of the document will be there.
This feedback is submitted to who? Is it to a meeting? Is it to your superior?
Yes,
Where
we
do
submit it to monthly. They submit to like me as a director. I will get all the feedback, you see, from the unit.
Yes.
They need to come to me. From me, I will take it. Or from seniors, we select the highlights. But it will be recorded. You will take it to the seniors up until the last office.
So
which is the
you would
office
have
of the
taken,
chief of
so
police.
you would have taken it where? So your Stolz and Mackenzie give you a report?
I was suspended that month, but I think the office will have taken
The month
it.
of the operation?
February, yes, I was suspended around February. You see, I couldn't consolidate.
So you did not submit?
No. The ladies may have consolidated it.
The ladies in
The
the,
officers, yes, no, because they will consolidate for all the units. All the information that is submitted, they will consolidate and send it to me or send it to the person who's in charge. By that time, the person, immediately when I was suspended, there was another acting director in the specialized services.
yeah, but if you were suspended before you submitted, then the acting person, if you don't have a record of your own, the acting person would not have a report from you because you don't submit, you don't prepare a report from this operation.
No, remember, Commissioner, the report is not for me. It's submitted to my office.
By
It's for the city.
Stolz and
By-
Mackenzie.
Yes, no, it will be by stores, but for all the units, they submit to one central office. Then there it was, the acting supervisor was stores for all the operations that have been taking place since the resignation, or yes, it was a resignation of the unit command. Then stores took over to record everything.
Okay.
Thank you, Commissioner Baloyi. We are still at page 6. You then conclude with the second paragraph at page 6 on this topic. Is it stopped working?
It's out again. There's a guy who was assisting me. Sorry, Chair.
He's coming. He'll be with you in a minute. He's coming.
Yes, my ears are too small and this thing is big. They keep on.
As,
Sorry, Chair, when I'm sweating, it moves because my ears are too small.
well, maybe the solution is to stop sweating. Can you hear me clearly now?
Yes, I
Okay.
can hear you.
I'd referred us to your page 6 of your supplementary statement. And I was making the point that under discussion, you conclude with a second paragraph at page 6. So if you could just quickly read that.
This is very touching on me. Paragraph 6 on the issue of kidnapping.
What is touching?
Before you do paragraph 6 issue of kidnapping, let me just get this. If you go back to page 5, I didn't realize that you finished with that paragraph. JMPD in the second line that you referred to, and there's also province. Maseko belonged to what? To JMPD?
No, to province.
And who represented JMPD in your team?
I didn't meet with them, but operational, they met with them. I only communicated with one, with Masego, yes.
So you had even though you had assigned people here, you had no dealings with JMPD,
Yeah,
you as the head?
Yes, but they've confirmed that they worked with them.
Okay. All right, thank you. Thank you.
So this was a traffic police operation? Because you said Maseko is from the provincial traffic police.
We were part, Chair, I can't.
Whose operation was it?
He's the one that came with, and they communicated with JMPT. All of us were part of that operation, Chair. I can't say it was him.
So who was in charge?
It was me and him. It
So
was me
you
and
were
him.
in charge of this operation?
Yes, it was me and him.
And you have no record of it because there are no annexures relating. You have annexures for everything else except for this operation.
Chair, in the statements, in the previous main statement, the members, I was able to get two statements from them where they've mentioned that all the recorded details and
But
everything.
they mention after the event. I'm talking about before and during the event. There is no annexure setting out the nature of the operation, who's in charge of it, who's the complainant, why you are involved, who you are deploying, what happens after the deployment, what did you confiscate, what did you do with that? There's no record of that.
No, in their statement, it touches.
No, not in their statements. I thought we agreed that you asked them to prepare statements. So after the event, they prepared statements. But in the ordinary course of policing operations, because they are not witnesses, they don't do statements. They record what they were tasked to do and what they did and how the operation ended. So there's no record of that.
May I respond, Chair? In their statement, they've said they recorded everything. All their documents were taken by Commissioner Revo's piece, I think even IP2, that's what they've said, that they recorded everything, you see. Not to say they were responding to me, but they mentioned everything, that no, all the documents and everything, where they were recorded everything.
I find it strange that you were in charge of the operation, but you yourself don't have any record.
You know, Chair, the operation that you run it from when it starts, let me say before, during and after, where you keep everything, but where you come and check and go, that's where I'm having challenges, you see. But now I see that each and every hour, and I must go back to become an operational officer and have my own OP book or pocket book that I record everything, not to depend on others.
All right, thanks.
See, thank you.
Thank you.
Can I just ask, sorry, Mr.
Yes, Commissioner Baloyi.
The Gauteng Traffic Department, what is their mandate? Are they involved in law enforcement
Yes,
as a body?
Yes, Chair, now they are. They've assisted
Now,
us.
at the time of this operation?
Yes, they are. In fact, Chair, we have worked with them in many operations, especially in crimes. Remember, some of the infrastructure belongs to the province. You see, they've established the teams that are responsible for your infrastructure, cable theft, damage of cities' infrastructure, and other crimes. Truck hijack, let me say, they've got all the teams that we're having, in short. You see, they are responding to all the crimes that are affecting the province.
They do
Yes.
exactly the same work that the South African Police Service does?
And what we're doing, yes. And they've assisted the lost, Chair, because some members have got information, have responded and reacted on that.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Commissioner Baloyi. We were still at your page 6. No, we hadn't started on the next topic of the issue of kidnapping. I had invited you to deal with your last paragraph on the topic of the fake stones. The third is the second paragraph on your page 6 that starts with the words, but the briefing.
I think I've covered it, or must I repeat it?
Please repeat it, because
Yes.
if you did, I missed it.
But the briefing I got in the afternoon was that all paperwork was then handed over to the other team members. And I was told that all the other documents were taken by Commissioner Rivers Peace and Erasmus when I was suspended. The same month they were arrested for something else.
Now here you indicate that you got a briefing in the afternoon. I take it it's in the afternoon of the same date?
Yes, I called
Okay.
them the afternoon of the same date.
So on the afternoon of the 8th, the day of the operation, the paperwork was handed to the other team members.
Everything was handed to the other team members because they did paperwork.
Yes.
Yes, even
Now-
though I'm not sure what type of paperwork because I didn't have an opportunity to check. You see, as Commissioner Khumalo was saying, recording and other things, you see.
So you wouldn't know, they briefed you that all paperwork was handed over to the other team members? And are you saying that you don't know what paperwork they were talking about?
No. In the report that I will get monthly, they will be specifying it, but I wouldn't know.
No, in the briefing, I want to know what you
No,
were
no, no.
informed as to paperwork in the briefing.
No, I wouldn't know.
So based on operations of this nature, would you have a sense of what those documents ought to be?
I think
Paperwork.
I think it's the recording of what they got there and maybe the evidence that they got or whatever that they got there. It's not only paperwork. Yeah, it's just that I limited it to paperwork. I must correct it. Everything that they got, they said they handed it, not only paperwork. May I correct that, Chair?
Okay, so you say the briefing you got then that afternoon was that all paperwork you want to add and evidence?
Yes, let me not limit it to paperwork. Yeah, I just was typing. It's my mistake.
Okay, that's fine. I'm sure that the commissioners won't have a challenge. So we know they're the conclusion of that operation, they had paperwork and then they had the evidence.
Yes.
And they briefed you that these were handed over to the other team members. Who are these other team members?
I didn't ask because I know that they were working with other team members. But I know that in their recording, they recorded it. Because in her statement, when I said, Kesha, there's this thing that is coming. He said, no, man, don't worry, I recorded everything. Even where I handed it, I recorded. I said, no, I'm sorted, it's fine.
So at the time they briefed you, you didn't know who the other team members were?
Yes, when I came back, she was no longer there now.
Come again?
I'm saying when I came back, she was no longer
No, I'm
there.
still on the day of the briefing. At that
Yeah,
point,
no, the
you
briefing
didn't
wa-
know who the,
No, the debriefing was telephonically.
oh,
Yes, it was telephonically.
okay. Then you just accepted that the paperwork and the evidence was given to these other team members that you don't know.
Yes, yes.
Who are the other team members?
I know.
This is your operation for
Yes.
EMPD, so you must surely know the team that you have involved in this operation. You've mentioned Stoltz and Mackenzie. You've mentioned those two. The briefing you get from Stoltz or Mackenzie that same afternoon of the operation is that the paperwork has been given to other team members. So you should be able to say who are the other team members that were involved.
You are correct, Chair. Remember, I don't know other juniors from other teams because I didn't have one briefing with them. I didn't meet them physically. You see, I don't know them, Chair, because it's juniors that belong to other people. They are not in my command, you see.
So, but ought the paperwork and the evidence not have been then handed over to Deputy Chief Inspector Gerald Maseko,
No,
who was the initiator of this entire operation?
no, Kesha wrote in her statement. She even wrote everything, you see, not in her statement, you see.
No, I'm asking you as Commissioner Mkhwanazi, you have a joint operation, you say, with Gauteng Traffic Department, and I think you mentioned another entity,
JMPD, yes.
JMPD.
Yes.
So, and you said, and I think to Commissioner Baloyi's question, you indicated that Deputy Chief Inspector Gerald Maseko was responsible, together with you, for the operation.
Yes.
You are briefed that same afternoon, and you know that there is paperwork, you know there is evidence, you have asked that we add, and paperwork and evidence. Was the paperwork and the evidence not, would that not properly have been handed over to yourself? And/or Deputy Chief Inspector Maseko as the people who led this team?
No,
Is that not how it happens?
no,
in-
it will be the feedback, but the paperwork, when I was not there, it was not headed, because I was not there when they finalized an operation.
I'm trying to understand how it happens in your environment.
Uh,
You are in charge, the paperwork and evidence is handed over, but it's not handed over to you.
Yes.
It's handed over to somebody, and you don't get to know who that somebody is. Is that
No,
basically a sense of how operations?
No, they
work?
wrote in the statement, Commissioner. You see, I was not there physically. I attended some commitment to another meeting. I was not there with them, you see.
No, I'm more interested in the briefing. You got a briefing. You
Telephonical
didn't
brief-
inquire. I accept that, right?
And I've said it's a telephonical briefing. I
And
called, they
even the-
briefed me, yes.
You had a voice over the telephone. You didn't inquire. Okay, now you say, you go further and you say, I was told that all other documentation were taken by Rivers Peace and Henny Erasmus when I was suspended. Just a clarification, all other documentation taken by Rivers Peace, is this the same paperwork that was handed to the other team members, or is it different document? I'm trying to see if I should differentiate between.
Yes, they said all their diaries for
Okay.
everything that they recorded, all the paperwork for other operation that we're having as a team, everything was taken from them. When they were suspended, they took everything. By that time, I was not there. They took everything. They were suspended after me, you see, for other duties and for other operations. Then they took everything. In fact, in their statement, in their affidavit,
Yes.
they wrote everything, that it was this and that and that and that.
But just to make sure I understand, the documentation here taken by Rivers Peace and Henny Erasmus is not the same paperwork that was handed over to the other task team members. It's not about this particular operation.
But they could have recorded all those things that are there. That's what they told me. They submitted, but on their side, they had information and everything there.
The passive voice here, as opposed to the active voice, confuses me. one is forced to just assume who you are referring to right at the end of the sentence after closing brackets after 2023, comma, then the same month they were arrested. You open with a passive voice, you got a briefing, and you also close with the passive voice. Now, I do not know who were arrested, but I assume it's a reference to Keisha Stolz and Adrian Mackenzie.
It's 3 officers. It's
Yes.
Keisha Stores, Andrew Mackenzie. I forgot the other name because he's a constable. But the 3 of them were arrested for Benoni case, something like that. Yes.
It's not that important, but it's just that the same month they were arrested. You say that after referring to Rivers Peace and Henny Erasmus, and I know you are not suggesting that it's those 2 people that were arrested.
No,
But
I'm-
as I say, grammatically, this is a bit confusing,
Yes.
especially because of the passive voice.
I know you always say that, Chair, humble apologies. You don't want to say the thing and what you want us to be specific, Chair.
Thank you.
That's what I've learned from you, Chair. Thank you.
Thank you.
Commissioner Mkhwanazi, can you just clarify the first paragraph on page 6? You say in the second line, second sentence, members confirm their whereabouts in Johannesburg, where we found them and communicated with Officer Mackenzie. So did you yourself go to the scene of this incident?
Yes, Chair, I called, they told me, let me listen to you first.
So
just
you
to
were
check
there?
it. Yes, I went there, I drove.
Yes, and who did you find there?
Officer Mackenzie.
And the other teams that you are referring to, did
Where?
you see any other teams or just Mackenzie and
No,
Stolz?
somewhere inside. No, I didn't even see stalls. Somewhere
did you
inside.
see?
Mackenzie. I
And
communicate,
you
Mackenzie
only
came
saw
out.
Mackenzie?
Yes, Mackenzie came out.
So
and
you don't even
communicated.
know that JMPD was inside, and you don't know that the Joburg or Gauteng Traffic Department was inside? Because you did not see them, you only saw Mackenzie.
Yes, I only saw Mackenzie.
So you don't know that there was another team other than the people you sent there?
Now, in their statement, they mentioned that they were there.
Who was there?
The other team
Who-
members.
Who did they say was there?
Or they didn't specify in terms of the name.
No, I thought you said in their statement they said the other team was there.
No, I'm saying me, I don't know them. But they mentioned, when you check the statement that is submitted to the commission, that is submitted, I think they submitted to IP, they specify, they mentioned.
My understanding is that other than Mackenzie and Stolz, there was one other person there. Now, that one person cannot constitute a team, according to my understanding of what a team is. So
Yes, correct.
if it was Mackenzie and Stolz and one other person, there couldn't have been other teams there because it's your team and one other person.
But Chair, in their statement, they mentioned that they were there, they handed over to them. I was not there. I can't say you are lying. You see, I can't say I can't take it.
And then when
see,
you
They will
say,
prove it, yes.
when you say where we found them there, who is we?
I've said I was driving with, one officer was driving me and from EMPT, and officer, and senior, or the deputy director.
Who is that was driving with you?
I will tell you his name. I will remember his name now.
But it was not somebody from JMPD
No.
or Gauteng Traffic
No.
Department?
It's a person who drives me sometimes.
It was your team member?
Yes, EMPT, yes.
Okay. Then where was Maseko and the other person who's
No,
in charge of the operation?
No, we
Did
drove.
you see him that day when you went to the
No,
address?
we drove in one car when we went there.
No.
Then,
I asked you who was in the car. You said it was your team member.
no, I've been saying it. It's just, I've been saying it that when we arrived there, even in my statement, it says so. It was me, Masego, and the guy that was driving me.
In one car?
Yes, we were 3. It was the 3 of us in one car. Yes, and it was an EMPT car. He drove us with the EMPT car.
Thank you, Commissioner. And on that score then, who did you say was the person responsible for JMPD in this operation? We know you were EMPD, Director Maseko, was Gauteng Traffic Department, who was responsible for JMPD?
I've said I didn't communicate with anyone from AMPT from my